Hello everyone, welcome to 600seconds.com. My name is Legarè and I'm the college pastor here at Connect City Church, and I'll be doing your Proverbs video for the day. Today we're going to be going through Proverbs 17. I really want to focus on verses 1 and 2. So verses 1 and 2 say, "Better is a dry morsel with quiet than a house full of feasting with strife. A servant who deals wisely will rule over a son who acts shamefully, and will share the inheritance as one of the brothers." A lot of this proverb is dealing with strife. It's dealing with conflict, and I think it's so humbling to hear what he's saying right here. I think our natural reaction to conflict, and even as Christians, when we are dealing with other Christians about topics within Christianity, if you're talking about theology, or you're just talking simply about something in the church or what you believe, it's really easy for us to get into this debating mode and for conflict to pop up really quick. And the same thing happens in our jobs and in our relationships, and everything can build really quickly to where instead of acting with grace and mercy, we start acting with hostility, where we're acting shamefully, honestly. And so I love the first part of this. He's saying that better is it to have little and stay quiet than to have a lot and be in conflict all the time. So he's directly relating our material things with the conflict that sometimes we have. It's really easy in our ambition and in our want to gain more things to go up against somebody and to strive to make your point known so that you can gain more material goods, or even just to look good in your ambition. It's really easy to look at somebody that has the same position as you and start to create some kind of conflict to make yourself look better. I think it's our natural tendency. It's what we want to do. It's the American dream to do anything you can to reach that goal and to better yourself at any means possible. You see it in all kind of TV shows like, I don't know, Scandal and Revenge and all these other TV shows where it's about me, and it's about what I can get in my material things to get to that next level and to get what I want out of life. It doesn't matter what happens to anybody else. I mean, we do that in our Christian relationships too. We want to make ourselves look good, and we want our opinion of something trivial in the Bible to be the right one, and so we will create conflict just to make the other person look bad, or to make ourselves look better. And that's what he's exactly saying is the opposite of a good thing. When he goes into verse 2, he says that a servant who deals wisely will rule over a son who acts shamefully, and will share the inheritance as one of the brothers. And that idea of sharing inheritance is one that Paul uses a lot in the New Testament to talk, especially in places like Galatians, where he's saying that, or Ephesians, where he's saying that you are adopted by God, and you have the inheritance that Christ is giving you. You don't need to act like this. You don't need to have that conflict. You are called to be just like Paul said, and James, and even Christ, to be a servant, to be a slave for God, that you think before you act, and that you show mercy and grace to others rather than trying to push yourself up high. One of the key characteristics of our Christian faith is humility. It's one that we should strive not to think less of ourselves, but to think of ourselves less, which is I don't remember exactly who that quote is from, but it's about thinking of ourselves less and putting ourselves in that servant mentality, to where we want to pursue the kingdom of God, not pursue our own goals and our own material things, or our own ambitions. And so think here he's saying that as Christians, that's what we're called to do, is just to step back for a few minutes and think about, are we in that scenario the ambitious son who's acting shamefully, who may have a feast to go to, but there's quarreling and strife and conflict? Or are we the servant who may have little and may stay quiet and humble in a situation, but we're actually going to be inheriting something so much greater than anything we could gain on this in this world? And so pray about that. It's something that I struggle with daily, and I have to kind of keep up with. And but I think if we can get a hold of that, we'll come to God with so much more of a gentle heart, that we can go out and show His light rather than trying to shine our own. And so I thank you guys for coming. I can't wait to see where this goes in the future, and I love you guys. Have a good day.